How do you define narcissism in the context of maternal relationships, and what are its most common manifestations?
So typically with most narcissists, but since we're talking about the mother who can possibly be a narcissist, typically what you want to look for is how self-involved are they with themselves? Do they see their children as an extension of themselves? Or do they perhaps see them as their own individual? So
Hmm.
typically with the narcissistic mother, what you're going to see is a lot of emotional abuse, and it's typically done within the home. You don't really see this out in public. So the narcissistic mom might look perfect to someone who doesn't really know what's going on behind the scenes in the home, because that ideal image is so important as well for the narcissistic mother with herself and as well with her children. So typically what tends to happen is the mother at some point becomes more controlling than before. And that is typically when the child has a voice, when the child has an opinion. That is when you really get to see the true narcissism of a mother. That narcissistic rage even can start to happen at such a young age just because the child has a different thought or opinion than the mom. And the narcissistic mother truly cannot understand why they think differently than them, because you are me. So why do we think differently? This is how you need to think. And this is where lots of confusion and self-esteem can happen in a relationship at such a young age.
Oh, wow. That actually reminds me of my dad. I'm sorry. I know we're talking about narcissistic mothers, but sounds like, well, I'm sure narcissistic fathers also have similar patterns, right?
Yes.